Okay, so I just uploaded the video. While I was uploading, actually, when I was typing out the description, every time I type a word with the letter T, there would be a car honk. And so, the issue I was talking about how my son all of a sudden starts calling me, right? Again, that's mind control. See, what they will do is that they will erase you from the minds of the people that you know. So I posted a link in the previous video about this woman called Joyce Vincent. When I post that link, they had the police outside with the sirens going whoop. So let me tell you guys about Joyce Vincent. This is a woman that lived in the UK who lay dead in her apartment for over 2 years. Okay? No one checked on this woman while her body was decomposing. Now, listen to this. And you guys can Google the story, right? You can read it from the Guardian also. So this woman lay dead in her apartment for almost 3 years. The landlord never gave her an eviction notice because, for some reason, he didn't, right? The light company, the electric company, didn't shut off her electricity, though she was 2 years behind on her light bill. Also, when her body lay decomposed in her apartment, the smell, they were trying to say, well, they thought it was because, her apartment was right next to where they put the garbage at, what have you. I'm like, that's bullshit, because guess what? They pick up the garbage, right? The garbage gets picked up and the scent is still there. So obviously, again, how they try to hide these things in reporting what is being done. And what they do is that these are exercises to see how these weapons work, how they affect people, how they can make people forget about each other, okay? And they know this. This is why every time I post information about this technology, they always come with the police sirens, okay? They never come with a car honk or, it's always the police sirens. This is one thing that I've noticed, okay? So I posted, okay? And again, they do this hit and run, very brief, whoop, and then they go. This is what they do now. So instead of, repeated, within a space of a few minutes or half an hour or what have you, now they do this hit and run thing, okay? So I post a link to the story in the previous video. People really need to understand what's going on. Also, there was another woman in Australia who happened to she also died. She fell and hit her head. And again, almost 2 years, the electric company didn't even, give her even a notice that her bill is late. And it just so happened that someone at the electric company noticed that this bill hasn't been paid in over 2 years. So you see, the technology works on most people, but there are times when, a person will wake up and will start to see what they've been, psychologically blinded to see, right? So it's like a hypnotist, right? The hypnotist will hypnotize you and say, hey, I have your wallet in my hands, but when you look in my hands, you will not see your wallet. You will just see my hands and that's it. And then they will tell the person who hypnotized, where's your wallet? Then the person will look for their wallet, can't find it. Then the hypnotist will say, well, your wallet is in my hands. And the person who's hypnotized will say, no, it's not. I'm looking at your hands right now. No, it's not. This is what they do. And it affects us like that too as TI. For example, how many times I'm looking for my glasses, my, wallet, that is right in front of me and I can't see it. That is part of the psychological damage, the neurological damage that they do to us with these weapons. So like I said, don't let them try to downplay the damage that they've done to you. Don't fall for it, okay? And I think people out there know exactly what's being done and know how these weapons are being used, okay? So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video because I'm sure tonight is going to be one of those nights. When Pam called me, she wanted to know if I was staying. I was like, no, I'm leaving. Actually, I didn't tell her that, but I told her, I said, because she was busy, so I said to her, Call me back when you're done, because she got a call that came in. She hasn't called me back since. All right. And like I said, it wasn't until after she called me, when we hang up the phone, that was when they start hitting me with the noise campaign and the noise blitz. Right? So remember, TIs, don't let them try to downplay the damage that they've done to you. Okay? Because they are trying to escape accountability. And the fact that if you're a TI who's exposing them, they are going to retaliate against you. So you have to understand that. So you have to be able to willing to fight them, right? And whatever the outcome is what it is. But never let them silence you. Do not be silenced to your own oppression. Do not be silenced to those who are torturing you. Do not be silenced to these corrupt, evil individuals and those within these government agencies, okay, who are criminals. Because in any other country, if another country was to do the same thing that they're doing here in the United States will bring them up on charges, go to the UN, all this stuff. So just remember that, all right? Just remember that. They're the ones that are the criminals. Not you, not I, not any other TI. We have been manipulated. We have been used as non-consensual experimentation victims, okay? And we've been damaged not only psychologically, but physically and neurologically, okay? And they are trying to hide that fact. This is why when those diplomats got hit with sonic weapons, they claimed that no such things exist, even though in 1968, the Russians were doing the same thing to the American embassy in Russia, but they lie. So understand who the liars are. Understand who the rapists are, who the pedophiles are, who the serial murderers are. They're on the police force. Okay? They're in these government agencies who run covert mission to kill people and get away with it because they're in a position of authority. Well, I'm not going to let you do that to me. If you do that to me, I'm damn sure people are going to hear about it. That's for sure.